A very good afternoon to all of you. It is truly a privilege to join you today at the 28th Asia Pacific Conference on Social Work. We are really pleased to be hosting you here in Sri Lanka and to see you gathering here for this extremely important and timely conversation. This gathering celebrates the dedication and impact of social workers across our region and beyond, providing a platform for learning, collaboration, and exchange. This year's theme, Social Work Response to Climate Change and Other Environmental Issues, is both timely and urgent. Climate change, as we all know, affects communities through various ways, whether it be floods, droughts, rising sea levels, landslides, loss of livelihoods, food insecurity, and many other factors, many other ways in which climate change is affecting our people and our communities. In many ways, this theme also captures the complexity, I think, of social work, because I would imagine that one of the most challenging aspects of a social worker's life or social work is defining the boundaries of your intervention. Where your work begins, where it ends. What are the boundaries? What are the limitations? Because in a way, social work captures almost every aspect of our lives, and every aspect of our lives is affected in some way, and at some point at some point in our lives, many of us would be in need of a intervention from a professional social worker. So in many ways for Sri Lanka, I think this is a particularly important moment as we seek to also define the role of a social worker, to professionalize social work, and to ensure that social work is embedded in our systems of response to whether it be to disasters, whether it be to relief efforts, and whether it be for prevention work. For a long time, and I see many faces here that I recognize in conversations that I've had during the past on the need to strengthen and professionalize this sector. I think this is a conversation that we've had for decades now, and our efforts in a way are slowly beginning to bear fruit, and it's good to see these kinds of conferences and conversations taking place in Sri Lanka, because as many of us know, social work is largely unrecognized in Sri Lanka as a professional category. We have lots of other names for the work that we do, but we don't as yet, Minister, have the role of a social worker per se in our setup. And I think this makes it doubly challenging for us in how we professionalize this sector, because we need to not just identify the skills, the range of skills that are required, how we position people, where we deploy them, and in which structures we place social workers as well. All of these are conversations that we need to have, and I think this theme that you've chosen for this conference, climate change and environmental issues, broadens yet your area of or range of intervention or range of action that is necessary, and even more broadens the range of skills that you will require to not only identify where you need to step in, but also how. So in that sense, trying to understand where the role of a social worker begins, where it ends, at which point in a person's life cycle, lifetime, a social worker may come in, ensuring the professional conduct, the regularization of this profession, ensuring the ethical conduct of those engaged in this profession, because that too is so vital in the kind of work that you do, where you're intimately involved in the lives of other humans, in the lives of families and communities, that there are, I would imagine, 3 days simply not enough to discuss all the many issues that we may need to think about. So I am personally really happy to see this initiative taking place in Sri Lanka. Just yesterday, Minister Upali Panilage may remember among our cabinet colleagues, there was a rigorous, passionate discussion on what to do with homeless people or people living on the streets, and all our colleagues pitched in at poor Mr. poor Minister Upali saying, what are you doing about it? Why are we still having people on the street, and who's taking care of them? And then when we started identifying the many issues required to address this problem, and we realized that there is no one place, one category of worker or official who's ultimately responsible, and in a way social work captures all of that. But unfortunately, currently in our system, we do not recognize that position sufficiently, I feel, in order to make best use of the professional work that a social worker can actually implement. And typically, as policymakers and legislators, we quickly retreated into saying, well, now we need to develop a policy, right? So a policy of how we need to address, of how to address this issue. But I think that conversation also just revealed the complexities of this profession and the complexities of the issues that are currently facing us. On the particular issue that is the theme of this conference today, Sri Lanka is among the top 10 countries that is considered most vulnerable to extreme weather events. We face coastal erosion, unpredictable monsoons, as you will experience during your stay here, urban flooding, droughts, and other climate-related challenges which directly impact many of our livelihood sectors such as agriculture, fisheries, and the livelihoods of our rural communities. These environmental changes, as you know, also exacerbate social inequalities, disproportionately affecting rural communities, rural farmers, fisher folk, those from the Malayalam or the plantation community, women-headed households, and other marginalized communities. The Asia-Pacific region, too, has witnessed a range of climate crises in recent times. Heat waves in Indonesia, the Philippines, Australia, saltwater intrusion in Vietnam's Mekong Delta, severe floods in South Korea and in South Asia, unprecedented floods in Pakistan and India that have displaced millions and destroyed farmland and infrastructure. These events demonstrate that climate change affects oceans, land, water, and people, and requires comprehensive, coordinated social work responses, integrating disaster recovery, resilience building, and long-term adaptation. Social workers play a critical role in responding to these challenges, as you well know. They are often the first responders in disaster situations, providing immediate support, psychosocial care, and long-term recovery efforts in rehabilitation. In Sri Lanka, social workers also work to strengthen community resilience, support youth and women's empowerment, and advocate for environmental responsibility. We are trying in our government to support these efforts through integrated approaches that combine climate adaptation, social protection, and community empowerment. Our youth are playing a vital role in addressing climate challenges and promoting sustainability. Across Sri Lanka, students participate in school-based climate clubs, leading awareness campaigns, and community cleanup drives. Young people, through clubs and National Youth Services Council, organize many other events and activities in support of these kinds of efforts. Technology and innovation too, something that we cannot ignore, including digital disaster monitoring and climate-smart agriculture, are helping communities respond, and the 2026 national budget, currently being debated in Parliament, reinforces this vision by prioritizing national research and innovation through the establishment of a national R&D institute and council to ensure evidence-based solution to environmental and social challenges. Our President, Mr. Anurakkumara Dissanayake, launched in early 2025 the Clean Sri Lanka initiative, focused on establishing more ethical, socially engaged, and corruption-free country. Within this initiative, we also include things like support for disabled communities, particularly those from low-income families, improving our accessibility in public infrastructure, and as well as many other measures which are intended to take Sri Lanka towards a more responsive and make it a more empathetic country. The 2026 budget also addresses housing for vulnerable communities, including those residing in areas that are considered at climate risk, and has allocations for supporting those who are internally displaced due to these events. Social protection for reforms are to be strengthened via integrated social protection, an integrated social protection registry and people's income support programs with measures to increase wages, particularly for those who've been in historically low income earning areas of livelihood. Additionally, the 2026 budget emphasizes environmental research and strategies to mitigate human-wildlife conflict. If you are able to step out of the BMICH and Colombo, international colleagues will see the beauty of our country and our flora and fauna and the many environmentally valuable resources that our country possesses. But along with all of that comes issues where increasingly we are dealing with human-wildlife conflict, where human development and environmental protection are traditionally colliding. This is also an issue that we need to manage well. No state can achieve environmental justice alone. I think this is something that we learn on a daily basis, that the risks that we face in terms of our climate challenges are not challenges that any individual, family, community or country can face on its own. This is a shared risk and our response has to be collaborative and cooperative. Collaboration, we believe, is essential. This conference allows us to share experiences, research and solutions, strengthening regional capacity, collaboration and solidarity. Sri Lanka calls upon all our partners to join us in building resilient communities, effective social work institutions, and inclusive policies that respond to the manifold climate challenges that we are facing today. Social work must remain people-oriented, inclusive, and rights-based, linking social development and environmental responsibility. Every intervention contributes to sustainability, equity, and human dignity. I thank the organizers, participants, and associations for your commitment to these values. Together, your shared knowledge and your innovative ideas will guide nations, will guide societies, will guide us towards a more just, equitable, and sustainable future. Thank you very much, and I wish all of you a very pleasant stay in Sri Lanka and an invigorating, inspiring conference. Thank you so much.